Handling a manager who micromanages can be challenging. But there are ways to navigate these dynamics effectively while maintaining your productivity and well-being. Here are some top strategies, 5 ones that I have researched that will bring you help. The first is document everything. If your boss micromanages you, having a documented record of your tasks, timelines, and communications can be very valuable. It helps you stay organized and provides you with a log to show progress if your work is questioned. For example, use a shared project management tool or simple spreadsheet to log tasks. Here's how it might look. Task description. Record the name and the purpose of each task. Example, prepared weekly performance report for client X. The second is timeline and deadline. I had expected start and completion date for each task. Update if changes occur to highlight time management. For instance, started on October 1st, completed on October 7th. Key communication summaries. Briefly summarize any important instructions or feedback received. For example, on October 2nd, I received feedback to adjust data sources. Milestones and progress updates. Break down tasks into milestones. For example, October 4th, completed data collection. October 5th, drafted report. October 6th, submitted for review. Status and notes. Regularly update the status of each task. Example, in progress, pending review, completed. Add any relevant notes such as waiting on client feedback or unable to proceed without this thing. This may seem like a lot of work, but it helps in the long term when dealing with a micromanaging boss. This log becomes a useful reference during check-ins with your manager and demonstrates your commitment to transparency and accountability. Over time, this consistent documentation may reassure your manager, potentially leading to less micromanagement. And that's what the ultimate goal is. If you've liked the content till now, please do consider subscribing. The second point is setting boundaries with compassion. Respectfully set limits on constant check-ins or last-minute requests. Politely share that frequent check-ins may disrupt focus on completing tasks efficiently. Acknowledge that you value their input but need uninterrupted time for high-quality work. Example, I really appreciate your guidance and understand that you want to ensure that things are on track. However, I have noticed that frequent check-ins sometimes make it harder for me to stay focused and complete tasks efficiently. Could we perhaps schedule a set time each day to go over updates? That way, I can give you a more comprehensive overview, and it will also allow me uninterrupted time to focus on delivering high-quality work. If he communicates outside of work hours or on weekends, your reply could be, "Hi, I hope everything's okay. I wanted to let you know that as a practice, I generally unplug after work hours to recharge and maintain my productivity during the day. If it's not urgent, would it be alright if I address this first thing tomorrow morning?" This helps me stay focused and deliver the best work possible. In this approach, you are being considerate, at the same time respectful of your manager's role, while expressing the need for uninterrupted work time. This framing allows you to establish boundaries without making your manager feel dismissed, reinforcing a positive working relationship. The third is clarifying expectations early. Proactively seek clarity on goals, timelines, and deliverables. Have a clear understanding of what's expected. This way, you can reduce the manager's need to check in repeatedly. Start each project or task by discussing expectations and get them in writing to reference later. Now, this is very important. Example, initial project discussion, you say, start by saying, "To make sure I meet your expectations, could we go over the main goals and deliverables for this project? I'd like to clarify any details upfront, especially deadlines and key objectives, to keep us aligned." So this way, at the start only, you know what is expected out from you and what the manager's expectations are. The next is follow-up email for documentation. After this discussion, follow up with an email summarizing key points. Thank you for discussing the project details earlier. To confirm, here's what I'll be delivering by this, whatever the deadline is. This way, you both have a written record, and written record is extremely important when dealing with a micromanager, and it reinforces your understanding of what's needed. Now, refer back to the agreement. If during the project and after expectations are set, frequent check-ins continue, you can gently remind them of the original plan by saying, I'm progressing based on our original goal, initially set, and timeline from whatever the date of the email was. Let me know if anything needs adjustment, but this helps me stay focused on delivering the quality that you are looking for. So how you put the ball in the manager's court. These steps help reduce any confusion and reassure your manager that everything is on track without excessive supervision. The fourth is focusing on building trust. Trust is key to reducing micromanagement. Show that you are reliable, you meet deadlines, which are very important, and you deliver quality work consistently project after project. After a project is completed successfully, ask for constructive feedback, again in written, to demonstrate a commitment to growth and improvement. Here are a few actionable steps and examples. Consistently deliver on promises. If you commit to delivering a report by the next Friday, ensure that it's ready by Friday, if not earlier. For instance, after receiving a project deadline, respond with, I will have this ready by Friday and I will send updates midweek so you know we are on track. Then request regular but brief check-in, proactively suggesting a regular update schedule. For example, how about I send a quick update each Wednesday? That way you will always have visibility without needing to check in as often. Propose solutions before even the problem arises. If an issue or delay appears likely, reach out to the manager with a potential solution. For example, I wanted to let you know there's a minor delay due to whatever reason. I've started, whatever your alternate approach is, put that across to keep things moving, and I will update you on the progress by whatever the date is. Request constructive feedback. After completing a project, ask for feedback to show your commitment to improvement every single time. How you can see this? I would love to know if there's anything you think I could improve for future projects. It's important for me that I align with your expectations. Share small wins. Occasionally update your manager on your achievements or progress. Even if minor, it can reassure them that you are doing good. For instance, just a quick note, I was able to complete this task early, which keeps us on track for whatever the larger goal is. With these strategies at place, you can build a foundation of trust, something that a micromanager is looking for, and potentially reduce micromanagement, maybe not immediately, but over time. And the last thing you can do is request more autonomy. Frame your request for autonomy positively. Express your interest in taking on more responsibility or ownership in certain tasks, which may gradually help build trust. When requesting more autonomy from a micromanaging manager, it's best to keep the conversation positive and goal-oriented. Here's an example of how to frame the request effectively. Thank you so much for your guidance and oversight on my recent projects. It's been instrumental in helping me understand the standards we are aiming for. I would love to take on more responsibility with some of these tasks to continue growing professionally and demonstrate my capabilities. It would be great to have the chance to manage certain aspects independently. I would still keep you updated regularly, of course, but I think this could help streamline the process and give you one less detail to manage directly. Would you be open to discussing how I can gradually take on more ownership at work? This approach shows that you value the support while highlighting the benefits of increased autonomy and demonstrating that you are proactive about your own growth. By approaching the situation with respect and empathy, you can make it easier for a micromanager to gradually let you grow and become independent. Over time, consistent performance and proactive communication can help you build a sense of trust, which may reduce the need for close supervision. But always remember, have everything documented in written so you can reference them back whenever needed. Handling a boss who's a micromanager requires patience, clarity, and a proactive approach. By documenting tasks, setting compassionate boundaries, clarifying expectations early on, and focusing on building trust, you can foster a working relationship that benefits both of the parties productively, professionally, and at a personal front. Building trust over time helps create an environment where autonomy is granted naturally and requesting more responsibility becomes an opportunity to demonstrate professional growth. When setting these practices in place, it's essential to maintain a respectful and empathetic tone. Be polite. Preserve a positive working environment because it's not easy to deal with the reactions of a boss who is a micromanager when something is imposed upon them. Consistent performance and open communication gradually help your manager feel more at ease with a less hands-on approach, allowing you to grow in your role with increased independence. And I hope you like these strategies, and if you did, please let us know in the comment section.